Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the Morning Rush, the morning empowerment call for busy executives, heart-centered leaders causing the change that we want to see in this world, the next world, all kinds of worlds. Life may never be the same again after this conversation. You get to choose that, whether it changes or whether it stays the same. Today, we're talking about attraction, success. Like, how do we attract things? How do we attract success into our life? What's attractive? Like, if you think about it, what's attractive? I think right now being on camera is attractive. So anyone who's not on camera right now, completely unattractive. No shame, no pain, nothing there. I'm just playing around. But Jim Rohn talked about attractiveness and what attracts success. And one of the things he said, which I posted in the chat, and I will post it again for us all to just be present to. It's attracted by the person you become. Jim Rohn often emphasized that success is something you attract by the person you become. He believed that the personal development is the foundation of achieving success in any area of your life. By improving yourself, you naturally attract opportunities and success. So the question today is like, how attractive are you? What is attractive to you? We were talking with Rita. It's attractive that Rita was dancing to the music. Like, for me, that was attractive. It's like, oh, it's exciting. Like, she's amped up. I want to be amped up. I want to dance. We can cause other people to be attracted by the things we do. It could be simply how we look, how we talk, whether we do the things we say we're going to do. Like, that, to me, that's attractive. When you are someone who says, I'm going to do this, and then you actually do it, because sometimes that's rare. Sometimes we say we're going to do a whole bunch of things, and then those things don't actually happen. You know, are you going to be more attracted to somebody in business who 99.9% of the time does exactly what they said they were going to do, or the person who promises 100 things and maybe 50% of the time they do those things? Like, I'm more attracted. I want to do business with the person who's doing the things they say they're going to do all the time. Just me. Might not be your attractor factor. But today we're talking about that. Like, what causes our success? Like, what if we look at successful people or people that we think are doing the things to get the things and they're doing them well, there's things they're doing. Like, we talked about that last week. Like, what are the things that we're doing intentionally that cause us to get rich, that cause success? Rich, whatever your definition is. But in here, I'm thinking about entrepreneurship. I'm thinking about business success. So Jason Sipple, you're kind of our Thursday guest guru of sorts. Maybe not guru, but good friend for sure. How does all this land for you? When you think about success and being attractive, what comes up? We can go from there, but I'll leave it open for your wisdom to shine through.
Good morning, D Rush. Good morning, all. Good morning, Morning Rush. Happy Thankful Thursday. I love the question, David. I think it is. I think you personified this for your whole group here last year. Last year, you asked me a question, and I go back to this story a lot. But you asked me a simple question: Hey, Sip, do you think I could do an Ironman? And I said, Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. There, you don't have anything that's keeping you from doing it. And what was the first thing that I instructed that you might want to do to have that become a reality?
Well, there were a handful of things.
No, the first thing. There's
I think
one
the
first
first
thing.
thing was pick a date and sign up.
Pick a date and put your skin in the game. Decide.
Yeah.
Decide. Like decision is the first thing for whatever we want in our lives, whatever part of our life we're working on, whether it's our relationships, our spirituality, our money mindset, our money in general, our business. It is really making a decision about what are you going to do in the next day, the next 30 days, the next 90 days, the next year, the next 3 years, 5 years, 10 years. Like, what does that look like? So a decision first, and a commitment to yourself. And then once you decide, what'd you have to do first, D-Rush? You had to take action. You decide and you act. You decide, you have act, and you have faith that whatever it is that you're doing, that you will develop the skill set to get there. Like Jim Rohn's saying, he's not saying that, personal development is the thing you have to do just to be the person you want to be. He said, no, it's the foundation. It is the building blocks of everything that makes you the person that you were meant to be. It helps
Yeah.
you develop the skills. It helps you. It's helping you, not someone
Let me,
else. It's personal.
and let me ask you a question, Jay Sips, because I know you work and do business with a lot of high performing business people, executives. What's like one or two qualities that stand out for you, why you say yes to doing business with those people? And I think that's for all of us to think about, what are the qualities that we find attractive in others to actually do business with them? And what are the qualities inside of us to be self-aware? Like I'm channeling Trina now, like being self-aware of our resilient characteristics or success characteristics. Like, what are they? And what's one or two characteristics that maybe we'd want to start to deepen and take on and become more attractive because that becomes who we are? But Jason, back to you. Like, what is one or two qualities that you've found attractive in some of the successful people that you decide to do business with?
I love that question. Trina, like the resilience, right? Chief Master Neri was talking about resilience last night. He was talking about how we have to get knocked down to build resilience. We have to do the things and struggle to grow. Like you have to struggle to grow. If you're not struggling, if everything's easy, then you're not pushing yourself hard enough. You're not in a big enough, you're not in a big enough fishbowl. You're not putting yourself in a difficult situation. So the people that I would say are the most successful are ones that just decided, like they made a decision at some point. And a lot of times they decide to move away from something. Like I was so poor growing up that I didn't even have, like, not joking, I had like a Swiss Family Robinson house. And this is not me, but someone I'm thinking of particularly, multimillionaire now, lives in just a lifestyle that we would all love to live, I would imagine. And so with that is that decision to move away from something, but to move towards being a creator. We're not competing, we're conspiring to move towards being a creator. So the folks that are really successful, the millionaires, multimillionaires I've spoken to, I haven't spoken to any billionaires yet. One guy claimed to be, but it was a farce. That was an interesting one. That was one where I had to bring someone else in. I'm like, I've never talked to a billionaire. I'm going to need someone else to vet this. I don't really know how this looks.
I heard somebody who provoked you, who was quite attractive in conversation, provoked you to have an hour and a half conversation. Is that true? She might be on here today.
Yes. Yes. Lisa Mosby. Yes. And what I learned from Lisa is God gave us, 2 ears and one mouth for a reason. So, in the future, I will be more concise, but you get excited sometimes, D-Rush. Very passionate about this. But
well, let's use this. Like, there's something, I think there's a lot of things that are attractive about Lisa Mosby and like how she shows up for people. What's something that stands out for you? Because I think we all want to think about for ourselves, what's one thing that's really attractive about you?
I'm going to challenge Lisa right now. I'm going to challenge Lisa. So the thing that stands out about Lisa is a powerhouse. Like Lisa is dynamic. She's a great communicator. The level of her interview skills and her preparation. Like if you're going to be successful, preparation is key. If you're not preparing, then you're preparing to fail. Like if you're not doing the things the night before for the morning workout, for the morning thing, your morning ritual, then you're preparing to fail. Lisa's prepared. But I'm also going to challenge Lisa that she has been to the place that most of us would love to be. She has been super successful in business and life. And now she realizes, just in our conversation, I could feel that she knows she's called to a bigger stage. She's called to a much bigger stage. And that's something, I don't know what the rule is, the timing. She's got a lot going on in her life. But Lisa, to serve and to be her best self, is going to be someone who will step up, and we'll see her blossom into that leader that we all know that she is.
So it sounds like there's been a challenge issued. Lisa, come on in. And for everyone, a lot of us know each other pretty well. So when you get into a breakout room and somebody says, hey, like, I don't know what's attractive about me, you probably have some things you could tell them. And if they say, like, this is what I think it is, you may say like, I think you're called to something more with love. Like we're not coaching, we're not pushing, but we're encouraging. So Lisa, what do you got to say in this conversation?
I think there's several people in this room who have picked up on that, especially people who, we share a similar faith. We believe in something greater, and we can live in this world. We can do our humanness, but then there comes a point where we have to serve on a soul level, where we really need to connect with people and draw out their ability to be great themselves. And I feel like I'm drawn to that position. It's part of the reason why I tied in with Win Win Women. They're speaking on stages internationally around the world, which scares the dickens out of me, but I think it's happening. And Elijah and David, through the mastermind group with the Morning Rush, are helping me to get those things in place to allow me or cause me to be able to do that and put me in a position to be able to support a number of people, like the numbers of people that I need to be able to support. You can't just show up and not be prepared, as Jason says, is like, what needs to happen? How do I put those people into a funnel to truly connect with them, serve with them, and make a difference? So I'm on the mission, and he picked up on it. So thank you for the challenge, Jason.
You're welcome, Lisa. It's going to be a fun journey. It's going to be a fun journey. So
yeah. And Lisa, thank you. Cause we say, be the change you want to see in the world, cause it to happen. I remember back in the day when we encouraged and said, hey, you should have your own show. And like, now you got your own show. And now it's like, well, there's another level, and we get to all be a part of that and share in it with you. Like, that's attractive. Like there's an attraction. Like you're attracting us to say the things to encourage you to where you want to go. Like that's pretty cool too. So thank you, Lisa, for who you are in this community.
My pleasure to be here.
Yeah. With that, we are going into breakout rooms. The exercise quite simply is, what's one thing that's attractive about you? And what's one thing that you want to up level in your attractiveness? Like what's one thing that like, it's like, hey, like I want to be more of that, because that would be more attractive. So one thing you already have, one thing you'd like to work towards. With that, I am opening the rooms. See you all on the other side.